So I'm back with this month's TBR, so November TBR, and I've been putting it off for so long. But last week I ran to the bookshop. I got two new books, which I'm really excited to show you guys. But also I'm rereading a book that I've read a while ago, and obviously the only books that I reread are the Twilight Saga. So I've got. Let me just get into it. I think it's easier if I just get into it. Okay, so to start off, this is, and it's been I've gotten a variety of books this time. So compared to October, it was a lot more kind of similar books. The Seven Sisters is just the romance fiction, all just stable kind of stuff, Nothing too fancy, nothing too exciting, nothing too spicy. But this time I decided a little more diversity. So here's what I started with. This is Love for Imperfect Things, and it's by Haemin Sunim, and it's a Korean monk author. And I got this one because when you're going through it with tough times or whatever, you need things to kind of bring you out of it. You need a little more guidance. You might not have someone to talk to, but you also need to change the way you see the world, and this one I got specifically because the title of it is obviously Love for Imperfect Things, but it's how to accept yourself in a world striving for perfection. And obviously we're not perfect, no one's perfect. I'm definitely not perfect, but I feel like the more you have people around you who expect everything from you, who expect only perfection from you, it kind of starts to wear you out when you cannot deliver on those expectations. And because I work for my dad, it's a family business, so there's a lot of expectations. I work around the clock, and it starts getting to you at one point that you might not be able to live up to those expectations that's been placed on you. And there's a few things that I've highlighted that kind of really resonate with me, and it's this one really hurt. It's even though you did your best, their response was lukewarm. So you can try your best, you can do the utmost, you can put in the most amount of effort, you can give everything 110%, and if it's not what someone else wants from you or whatever it is their expectations are, what you do is never going to be good enough. But the thing is, you don't internalize it. And I've been reading a little more onto how to disconnect between those two, what my capabilities and someone else's expectations are, because I'm never going to be able to live up to them, So it's important to be able to understand where your limit is and be you know what, I've given it all my all, and that's okay. So that's what this is for. And a lot of the stuff, you do read it and you it really does hurt, because so this is one of the quotes that I actually really enjoyed. At times like these, give prayer a try. Prayer connects the path between head and heart. Ask humbly for help with what seems to be impossible at the moment. And I'm not much of a religious person, but praying during tough times really helps. So this is my morning book. So I read this when I'm feeding the cats and stuff, and I'm getting so far so good. I've gotten about 70 pages into it. I'm on the 4th chapter. But yes, this is called Love for Imperfect Things by Haemin Sunim, and it's easy to read. It's the pages are so small. Look how cute that is, and the illustrations are even better. Look at how pretty these illustrations are. Beautiful, just so pretty. It's simple colors, it's soothing for the mind. So far what I'm reading, I really recommend. That is just my healing part of my reading for November. And this is obviously another one from the Lucinda Riley Seven Sisters series. This is the Moon Sister. As I said, I was going to be reading this one. It's based on Tiggy, the 5th sister, and she's supposed to be I haven't gotten to much of it yet because this is my nighttime book and I've been working for the last 4 or 5 days. So I've been just finishing work really late, exhausted, could not keep my eyes open. But so far I really like the book. The conversations are funny, the character is interesting, and I am excited to see where her journey leads her, because obviously for the other sisters, they found their way in terms of family, where they belong, who they are as people, who they are belong, like what kind of community they belong to, and the kind of person they also want to be. And they've also found love, lost love. So I want to see where her journey takes her. And there is supposed to be a little bit more information on the disappearance of the dad, Parcelt, and I guess that's a mystery that we're gonna have to wait until I finish this book. So that is The Moon Sister by Lucinda Riley, and yeah, so that is my nighttime book. Although I have a day off today, so maybe I might read it a bit more today. And this one, very new to me. This is a brand new author. I just grabbed it because I was looking for something, dare I say it, spicy. So I got The Scarlet Veil by Shelby Maharin, and never read this author before, so I am excited to read it. It's supposed to be like a dark romance. I think there's a bit of Gothic romance. There's a little bit of vampirism, I want to say. I don't actually know. I didn't read the blurb that much. I saw the cover and I really liked it. It gives... I think this is why I bought it. So it says, she lived for the light, he showed her the dark. And I was like, say less. I think that's why I bought it. But also, look how cute this detail is. It's a skull in the middle of a rose. That's kind of cute. Creepy, but cute. So let's see. I have a feeling this is a bit of a spicy book. And I've also never had a book with this stuff on it, you know? It's got like little decorations, what do you call it? I don't know what it's called. Graphics, artwork on it. So this will be my book after I read The Moon Sister. And for my final book for November, if I am able to get through this lot, because this is tourist season in Sri Lanka, so work is really busy. We're getting the October, November, December, January, February is like the 5 months where we are the busiest. We've got doctors rotating with like massive amounts of patients, coordinating HR and stuff, and we've got insurance companies that are like trying to work with us. So it's a bit of hectic, so we'll see how it goes. But this is my final read for November, and it is Eclipse by Stephanie Meyer. I have to say, so far, I've read like a few books and they've had nice book covers, but I think Eclipse has the best book cover I've ever seen. Like, look at it. It's a ribbon, it's ripping, like the threads are coming out, and it's just stunning. It's just visually pleasing. Even the way like Eclipse is placed with a little bit of more like, it's bronze, and you've got a frayed ribbon, you've got a little bit of dimension to it, but yes, it's not my most favorite story from the Twilight Saga, but it's definitely my most favorite book cover. But of course, this is the book where Bella does a bit of extracurricular activities in her relationship, and she doesn't know which boy she wants. And I don't even want to say boy because one's a werewolf, one's a vampire. But here's the thing: Team Edward, through and through. Come fight me, I don't care. Team Edward, all the way. But yes, so this is going to be my final read. Oh my god, my book is coming apart. This is what happens when you give your books to other people. Never giving my books to other people ever again. Damn thing. So that's my November TBR, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be an exciting month for books. There's a lot of variety, there's a lot of change, there's a lot of spice, which I haven't had in my other books before, because Lucinda Riley is she's a very soft gal when it comes to her stories. And obviously those are the ones that I've been reading the most, and the last, like, what did I read last month? Pride and Prejudice. Obviously, Pride and Prejudice was not a spicy read, but it does get you like giddy. Yeah, so that's my November. My God, this year is flying. So let me just show you guys again what I'm reading for November. Hopefully, you guys get some ideas. So this is Eclipse. This is Love for Imperfect Things. This is The Scarlet Veil by Shelby Maharin, and this is finally the Seven Sisters series, The Moon Sister by Lucinda Riley. And yeah, let's see how we go once I finish this one and the other one. Until then, peace.